Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. My name is Boom Gonzalez.
And we give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. My name is Billy Capistrano. And in tonight's Game Plan, we'll check in with the 2021 Premier Volleyball League Open Conference champions, the Chery Tiggo crossovers, Dindin Santiago-Manabat, Buding Duremdes, Shaya Adorador, and Jasmine Nabor. Plus, we'll play a game we call Chery on Top.
And we will look ahead to this weekend's main event bout for the WBA Super Welterweight title between Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. A Filipino here we go, what a start. A Filipino salawikain says, huli man daw at magaling, naihabol pa rin. But for the Chery Tiggo crossovers, they did not just catch up. They won the championship of the 2021 Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. And after an epic come-from-behind win in the semifinals and then the finals, the crossovers have proven to be the new queens of the PVL. Tonight, let's welcome two of the champs who hopefully speak better than me, Dindin Santiago-Manabat and Buding Duremdes. Ladies, welcome to the game.
Good evening po. Hi po.
Magandang gabi.
Hello.
Hello.
Kamusta?
Congratulations sa Chery Tiggo, of course, for winning the championship. Unahin ko na si Dindin. Dindin, nung huli tayong nag-usap, it was the night before the finals, di ba? Night before game 1 kayo nung ni Jaja. And kinikwento mo sa amin na tinanong ko kasi sa'yo na napakaganda ng pinapakita mo nung semifinals, and then, you know, you were saying na dahil inspirasyon mo yung anak mo, gusto mo makita na anak mo yung laro mo, na si Chloe. Now na nakauwi ka na at naipakita mo na yung medalya mo, your gold medal, anong reaction ni Chloe, and tell us what happened?
Sobrang happy niya kasi parang every time nagigising siya, nagugulat siya na, Mami, andito ka na. Kasi yung 4 months na nawalay ako sa kanya, lagi niya sinasabi na namimiss na nga niya ako. And ngayon nga, parang every time na after class, ng online class niya, paglalabas na siya ng room niya, nakikita na niya ako na, Mami, nandito ka na talaga sa bahay. So, yun, sobrang saya na parang talagang hinihintay niya na makauwi ako. And ito na nga, nandito na ako. So, parang lagi niya rin sinasabi na, parang happy family na kami ulit kasi, yun, nakauwi na ako. And, yun nga, parang sinasabi pa niya na, wala munang volleyball, parang mag-focus lang daw muna ako sa kanya.
Wala muna. Quality time muna, kumbaga, no? Okay.
But Chloe is so lucky, of course, to have you as a mom, Dindin. Pero si Buding naman yung pupuntahan natin. Ako, Buding, meron akong tanong sa'yo, ha?
Ang hirap i-guess niya, na?
Madaming nagtatanong nito and everybody is curious. So, naging usap-usapan nga yung iconic, alam mo, di namin alam, yung iconic moment na kasama mo ang iniidolo mo na si Gia Morado. So, balikan lang natin yung moment na yun, Buding. Bakit ka sobrang starstruck kay Gia?
Siyempre, parang gusto niya, may ibibigay siya sa akin eh. May bibigay siya. Tapos, ay, nahawakan niya yung kamay ko. Ay, sabi ko, magaling na ako nito mag-set. Ay, binigyan niya akong powers. Gia Morado, yun eh.
Oo nga naman. Ako starstruck
din naman, starstruck kay Gia.
Gia has that effect. Kagabi, di ba? Remember, she was here. Pero ikaw rin eh. Ganyan din ang pagpasok mo sa court eh. Ganyan din ang epekto mo. Pero okay, sige. Ito bagay na bagay si Buding sa gagawin natin.
Yes, definitely. Because the fun continues, syempre, Buding, para sa'yo. And of course, Dindin. You know, of course, hindi namin kayo pwede pakawalan without having some fun. So tonight, we're going to play a little game called Chery on Top.
Tama na yung mga seryosong volleyball questions.
Fun muna tayo
Okay,
ngayon.
game.
So alam nyo, simple lang naman yung mechanics nito. May statements kaming sasabihin at kung agree kayo sa sasabihin namin, Chery on top yung isasagot ninyo. Now, if you disagree, pwede naman kasi mag-disagree. If you disagree, pwede kayo sabihin nyo yung bottoms up, and this, boom, is inspired by Buding, of course.
Bottoms up?
Bottoms up dahil, yun nga, Buding, yung iconic moment mo, di ba? Siyempre, alam namin yung lahat, kaya itong game na to, inspired by you.
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. Okay, practice ha. Chery on top.
Pagka-disagree, bottoms up.
Pero pag-agree, Chery on top.
Which is their ano, di ba? That's
Yes.
what they chant during yung mga huddle nila. Okay,
Correct.
sige, game.
Okay, let's start. Ready na ba kayo, Dindin and Buding? Are you ready? Yes, thumbs up. We good?
Sige.
Okay, let's start.
Ready.
O Buding, syempre, ikaw muna yung i-hot seat namin ha. Cherry on top or bottoms up, hindi kayang tanggihan ni Buding si Gia Morado. So ano ba ang answer?
Cherry on top.
Talaga, paano kung ang pakiusap niya, Buding, magkalaban kayo, tapos pinakausapan niya, huwag kang mag-receive ng mabuti.
Kanino ka kakampi?
Ay, bottoms up yun.
Uy, ba wala na?
Okay yun, tama yun. At least alam niya kung kanino yung loyalty.
Her loyalty lies with Chery Tiggo.
Okay, good answer.
Okay, next naman. Dindin, your turn. Cherry on top or bottoms up? Kayang-kaya ba ni Dindin mag-score ng 30-plus points every game sa next season? Dahil alam natin in her finals performance, 32 points. Boom, si Dindin.
yung last
Santiago-Manabat, syempre. Is that a cherry on top or bottoms up?
Bottoms up.
Parang hindi naman.
Bottoms up.
Mga 25 lang naman gabi-gabi, hindi naman 32. Pero ano din, alam ko, hindi kita natanong about that 32-point performance. Paano nangyari yun sa'yo? Ano yung nararamdaman mo na yun? At mukhang pagod ka na, pero ang tindi pa rin nung linalaro mo doon sa Game 3 na yun.
Ako, inspired lang kasi ako sa mga teammates ko na sobrang nagpakahirap din talaga. And yun nga, parang ang dami na namin pinagdaanan, parang doon pa ba ako sa last game susuko. So gaya nung sinabi ko sa interview, all out na talaga. All out na talaga, and lahat ng meron ako ilalabas ko na.
Kumukha nga.
Yun,
no?
and
Grabe.
nangyari naman, and ginabayan talaga ako ni Lord that time.
Grabe.
Incredible performance,
Saving
of
the
course.
best for last.
Siyempre naman, ito, Buding, ikaw naman tatanungin namin cherry on top or bottoms up? Happy lang ang emotion ni Buding palagi. Kasi diba, remember yung sa UAAP, merong video nagsa-circulate. Naging popular
Coach,
siya ulit.
George Pascua,
Na parang sabi niya na bawal magseryoso. So ano ba talaga yung answer? Sa court ba, seryoso ka or masayahin lagi?
Masaya.
Parang nakita mo na bang malungkot si
Never pa
Buding?
nga eh.
Kahit pag natalo,
Hindi
dati
rin.
sa FEU, no?
Parang laging nakasmile, Buding.
Di naman dahil gusto niya matalo.
Pero yun lang talaga yung personality mo na Buding. Masayahin ka talagang tao.
Opo, dapat happy lang.
Happy lang.
Charing.
Kahit yung mga ibang team yan na sinasabi, di ba kagabi?
Sabi nga ni Kat, diba? Siya yung parang life of the party, kumbaga.
No. Okay, game.
Okay, next. Dindin, ikaw naman. Cherry on top or bottoms up? Ito na ba ang best performance yet ninyo ng magkapatid kasama si Jaja? Kasi sobrang galing ng pinakita nyo this conference. You think this is the best or kaya pang meron pang ibibigay? Can you surpass this in the future?
Lalo na yung last game na yun, isang 32, isang 26
Yes.
points. Ang tindi
So is
nun,
it bottoms up or cherry on top?
Cherry on top.
Meron pa.
Meron pa talaga, of course.
Meron pa. So marami pa tayong aasahan ng mga ganyang performance in the future. Yes.
Meron pa.
Okay, good.
Meron pa, pero for now, parang ito na yung pinaka best para sa akin.
Oh, sige.
More to come, of course.
Ipapahinga niya muna yan.
Yes,
Yung
spend time with Chloe first.
Oh, tsaka request ni Chloe. No?
Oo
Huwag
nga,
muna
wag
mag-usap
muna.
ng volleyball. Para makapagpahinga yung katawan. Pagbalik ni Dindin, mas matindi pa yan next conference. Alright, maraming salamat Dindin and Buding. And congratulations once again. And magpahinga na kayo and we'll talk to you soon, okay? Thank you.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
And after the break, more of our PVL champions as we'll catch up this time with Shaya Adorador and Jasmine Nabor. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game.
Welcome back to the game. The celebration continues for the Chery Tiggo crossovers, the inaugural champions of the first and only professional volleyball league in the Philippines. Now let's find out what some of them have been up to. So joining us now, we have Jasmine, Nabor, and Shaya, Adorador. Hello, Shaya and Jasmine. Hello, kamusta naman kayo? Thank you for joining us, of course.
And sige nga, pakikwento nyo naman sa amin, ano bang, kami hindi namin alam yung pakiramdam ng mag-champion.
Oo nga
So,
naman, totoo.
ano ba ang pakiramdam ng isang champion, Jasmine and Shaya?
Ako po muna. Kasi Sir Boom and Ate B.
Hello.
First
Long
time
time.
ko pong maka-experience ng championship. And sobrang sarap sa feeling kasi sila yung kasama ko all throughout nitong mga challenges and circumstances bago namin nakamit yung championship. Kaya, ayun, thank God talaga.
Jasmine, ikaw?
Ako po, sobrang sarap sa feeling kasi syempre lahat po nung sinakripisyo namin nagbunga. Tsaka ang sarap gumising sa umaga na champion ka, ang sarap sa feeling na ang dami mo na-inspire sa mga tao sa paligid mo.
Tapos nanalo ka pa over her
Of
idol.
course, si
No?
Gia Morado.
Oo, no? Medyo mabigat din yun.
So, ang
Okay.
tanong ko naman sa inyo, paano kayo nag-celebrate? Alam mo, Jasmine, nakita ko yung interview mo kasi with Ayi. May sinabi ka doon, di ba, kung paano kayo mag-celebrate. So, magkwentuhan nyo naman kami like, for a little bit. What did you guys do to celebrate? You spend time with your teammates after the bubble.
Yung nabanggit ko nung interview, parang sa totoo lang, parang medyo nagsisi ako kasi hindi naman po talaga ako umiinom. Pero kasi after nung nag-champion na kami, parang lahat halos ng teammates ko sasabihin, mag-iinuman na tayo. Tapos na yung pinaghirapan natin, lalasingin na daw nila ako. So parang
Oh, yeah.
yung nasa utak ko, tapos interview, parang anong gagawin celebration. Yun yung sinabi ko, mag-iinuman na kami. Pero hindi naman kami nag-inuman talaga. Parang nagkaroon na kami ng banding sa ibang
Kasiyahan lang.
Yes.
Ganon. Tapos nagpahinga na po talaga kami kasi syempre sunod-sunod yung games namin.
Kasiyahan lang yun. Parang
Dapat
ito sa
lang, oo.
natural fun answer.
Of
No?
course.
No need to apologize. It's okay.
At all. No sorries at all.
Congratulations. Tama lang yun. You celebrate. Okay. So just like what we did earlier with our other champions na si Buding at saka si Dindin, si Shaya and Jasmine naman, maglalaro rin. Same game,
Yes,
di ba?
same game, of
Chery
course.
on top. Okay. So, nakita niyo yung game kanina? Napakinggan niyo yung game kanina? So, sorry, Shaya, Jasmine, ewan ko kung napakinggan niyo yung game kanina, no, with your teammates. Magbibigay kami na isang statement. If you agree, you say Chery on top, na madalas niyo rin sinasabi. And then, if you disagree, you just say bottoms up. Speaking of, bottoms
bottoms
up. Okay.
Inspired
Okay.
by Buding, of course.
Yes,
Bottoms
yes.
up na yun.
Okay, game?
Okay, game. Are you guys okay? Start na tayo? Jasmine and
Katuwaan
Shaya,
lang.
ready na? Madali lang to, promise. Huwag kayong kabahan at all. Okay, first, Jasmine, ikaw muna. Chery on top or bottoms up? Ang pinaka nagpakaba sa'yo sa finals ay yung matchup mo kasama yung idol mo na si Gia Morado. Agree or disagree? Chery on top or bottoms up?
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. So, ano yung nagpakaba? Ano yung pinaka nagpakaba?
Actually, hindi naman po ako kinabahan. Siguro mas kinakabahan ako dun sa mga sitwasyon na hindi kami pumupuntos, hindi makapari yung spikers ko. Pero yung kaba na dahil sa kalaban, hindi po.
Ito na yung mature
Yes.
Jasmine
Nakikita
Nabor,
natin.
the champion, no? Nag-evolve na talaga. Okay, sige.
Okay, next naman, Shaya, your turn. Chery on top or bottoms up? Ngayong 2021 PVL Open Conference, ang best performance mo in your whole volleyball career. Ano ba ang tunay na sagot?
No coaching.
Yeah, no coaching ha. Solo-solo tayo dito.
No coaching.
Siyempre, dahil kay God, Chery on top.
Yes.
Okay.
Good answer.
Okay naman. And nagpakita naman talaga si Shaya.
Very
I think so too.
apparent, yes.
I covered her whole career in UE and then obviously now, so I think this was the best stretch of her career. I agree. Sige.
I agree. So, Jasmine, your turn. Balik tayo sa'yo, Chery on top or bottoms up? Si Tita Salak ang iyong #1 mentor sa Chery Tiggo. Is she or is
The
she not?
legend. Oh.
Cherry on top.
Yan.
Naglaro pa.
Wala nagkasama po kami.
Oo, no? Nagkasama, coaching staff, nagkasama pa kayo, naglaro pa, sa, di ba? Iba rin yan si Tina.
Grabe po talaga yung Tina Sala.
Correct. What an opportunity.
Wala po ako palagi first fan. Kasi minsan hindi ko din po alam yung isasagot ko every time na tinuturuan niya ako. Pero never po siya nag-stop na turuan ako. Na-guide ako. Sa training, sa games.
Galing.
Yan. What a learning experience,
Swerte.
of course. Swerte talaga. Now, Shaya, balik naman tayo sa'yo. Cherry on top or bottoms up? May iniinom kang special juice para lumakas ang iyong service dahil napakagaling mo talaga mag-serve. One of the top servers in the conference. So, ano ba talaga yung totoo? Meron ba talaga?
Hindi po siya just
Ano ba ang answer?
Sorry, pero hindi po dahil para sa service. Talagang pre-game routine ko lang po. So, cherry on top.
So wala pa siyang iniinom niyan sa lagay na yan.
Sa lagay na yan, wala pa talaga.
Okay,
Well,
sige.
again, such a great server.
Pero hindi po siya juice.
Hindi.
Secret na niya yun,
Okay,
kung
sige.
ano man yun. Okay.
Ay,
Alright, now let's go. Kayong dalawa naman yung tatanungin namin, so you both have an answer for this, ha? Cherry on top or bottoms up? Si Buding Duremdes ang sagot sa lahat ng problema sa mundo. Siya ba talaga? Jasmine and Shaya.
hindi. Sorry.
Oo na lang daw.
Paano ko sagutin? Oo nga, hindi kasi kung sa team siya yung clown ng team. Siya talaga yung takbuhan ng team pagka down na down. So, cherry on top.
Very on top. Tama. Sabi ko nga kagabi, di ba? We need a buding in our lives.
Yes, everyone can
Always.
agree. Talaga.
Okay, congratulations, Jasmine and Shaya, muli sa inyong kampyonato, sa inyong gold medal. And thank you very much for joining us tonight and playing the game with us. And congratulations to the rest of Chery
Thank
Tiggo.
you.
Bye! Okay.
Okay po.
Salamat. And when we return, we'll break down Manny Pacquiao's upcoming bout for the WBA Super Welterweight crown against Yordenis Ugas. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Welcome back. You're still watching The Game. Let's shift gears onto motorsports this time and the world of Grand Prix motorcycle racing. As the world's equivalent of Formula One, MotoGP has been the premier class of racing competition on two wheels, and it's regulated by the biggest governing body of the sport, the International Motorcycling Federation. Fast forward to today, and the Federation has already established a pathway for aspiring racers as a springboard onto the MotoGP stage with the FIM-CEV Moto2 European Championship. Gathering young talents from all over the globe, it's a world-class championship race, and the 2021 season brings racers across Europe on iconic tracks set in Portugal, Italy, and Spain. 5 rounds have elapsed in the Moto2 category, and the competition continues to heat up in the last 3 rounds of the championship. Looking at the numbers, and throughout 5 rounds of the 8-round championship, it's been dominated by Spaniards Fermin Aldeguer and Alonso Lopez. But podium mainstays Lukas Tulovic from Germany and Malaysian Adam Norodin are nipping at their heels. Of course, keeping up with the world's best is our very own kababayan, McKinley Kyle Paz, representing Team Yamaha Racing Philippines, who was able to finish among the top 10 in both the 4th and 5th rounds. And another great, Filipino athlete making it in the biggest world sports stage.
Kaya nga sobrang saya maging sports fan ngayon, especially with the just concluded Olympics. Lots of firsts for the Filipino athletes there. And also, Kyle is going to be the first Filipino to ever qualify in this competition.
Oh, ganda ng momentum natin, ano? And think about it, again, it's always about a team. Yun yung mga lessons natin from the
Exactly,
Olympics.
yes.
It's always about the team to make that individual successful. In his case, it's Yamaha Racing.
Exactly. And you know, I really believe that it's all the support that he can get. And of course, ang dami natin na excited panoorin siya. Now, with that, round 6 of the FIM CEV Moto 2 European Championship is happening on August 22 in Spain. Be sure to catch the Pinoy Wonder Boy, Kyle Paz, as he reps the Philippines as the first Filipino rider in the history of the competition. Check out Yamaha Motor Philippines on Facebook and the FIM CEV Repsol YouTube channel for more details on how you can watch and support our kababayan.
And moving now from the track onto the boxing ring as we look at the tail of the tape for the upcoming bout this weekend between our very own Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas. The WBA Super Welterweight title is on the line as 42-year-old Pac-Man will try to recapture the same belt he won against Keith Thurman, which is now around the waist of the 35-year-old Ugas representing his country of Cuba. And joining us for our pre-fight breakdown, we welcome back boxing analyst Attorney Ed Tolentino. Attorney, good evening.
Good evening po.
Good evening, Boom. Good evening, Billy.
Hello.
And good evening sa inyo lahat.
Okay, Attorney, let's get into it right away. A couple of things that we clearly see, and we've heard that Ugas is far less experienced, and this will be his biggest paycheck, his biggest, fight of his career. But that can be a dangerous thing, as you know. Let us know more about the opponent we're facing this weekend. How dangerous is he?
Well, Yordenis Ugas, sabi nga natin, is a last-minute substitute. But bear in mind that he is the defending champion in this title fight. He's the younger fighter, he's the stronger fighter, and in my opinion, he is also the hungrier fighter given his background. Now, Ugas has this counter-punching style. He has a strong overhand right, which in the opinion of many is the ideal weapon for a southpaw aggressive fighter like Manny Pacquiao. We cannot take him for granted. While we might say that he is not Errol Spence, the original choice, he may not be as talented as Spence, but still he makes for a good fighter, a definite threat for a 42-year-old fighter like Manny Pacquiao.
Now, Attorney, Manny did mention kahapon sa kanyang press conference that his team was not too concerned about the short notice adjustment to an orthodox fighter since he's been doing this or he's been fighting against them his entire career. So what can you say will Manny's strategy be in his fight against Yordenis Ugas?
Well, tama naman si Manny Pacquiao, hindi major adjustment kasi unang-una, sanay siyang lumaban sa isang right-hander. He was training for Errol Spence, who was a southpaw or a left-hander. That is a more difficult fight. He is fighting now a right-hander, and this is the common stance in pro boxing. Kabisado na ni Manny Pacquiao ang galaw ng right-hander. So that should not be a problem. It would have been different kung baliktad ang sitwasyon. Right-hander si Spence, kaliwete si Ugas. Yan ang mas mahirap, masyadong bitin o kulang ang oras to adjust to a southpaw style. But Manny Pacquiao, he has been exposed to different kinds of styles. Yung mga boksingerong malalaki, ever since he fought in the welterweight division, lagi na lang siyang undersized. So sanay na siya lumaban sa malalaki. I think the key factors here will be the leg work, the lateral movements of Manny Pacquiao, the hand speed of Manny Pacquiao. In my opinion, mas maganda ang variety ng mga suntok nitong si Manny Pacquiao. Ito bang si Ugas, medyo mabagal, medyo kulang sa footwork in my opinion ang problema ni Ugas dito. Medyo mababasa ni Manny Pacquiao. But it will be interesting because Pacquiao is 42 years old, 2 years inactive going into this fight. And I see a long-distance fight. Baka pumasok ito ng 12 rounds. So will the 42-year-old legs of Manny Pacquiao hold up against the younger Yordenis Ugas? A lot of adjustments, but people are still banking on a clinical performance by Manny Pacquiao.
Okay, attorney, before we let you go, I have a two-part question for you. First, malaking topic din sa conversation at sa mga press conference, sa mga interviews, is will it be Manny Pacquiao's last fight? I want to get your opinion on that. And the second part of that question is, who is winning the fight and how?
Well, first, at age 42, every fight ni Manny Pacquiao ngayon could be his swan song. Okay? Klarado yan kasi he is already defying father time eh. Kung matatalo siya kay Ugas ng masama, palagay ko, doon, maaaring tapos na ang kanyang career. But if he wins impressively, palagay ko meron pang laban. He said he wants Spence, he wants Terence Crawford, and also he wants a farewell fight dito sa Pilipinas. Now, going to our forecast sa labang ito, I'm going for Manny Pacquiao by 12-round decision. Pwede magkaroon ng flash knockdown early in the fight, but in the end, I see Pacquiao conducting a clinic kontra dito kay Yordenis Ugas. It will not be an easy fight. It's going to be competitive. Si Ugas hindi takot sumabay. Pero tingin ko yung experience, yung overall skill set ni Manny Pacquiao are more than enough to give him the victory over Yordenis Ugas.
Nothing to lose si Yordenis Ugas, but we also hope, attorney, na the limelight might be too much for him. Let's see. And obviously, we're all rooting for Manny. Maraming salamat, attorney. Thank you very much for joining us again tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Boom. Thank you, Billy.
Thank you po.
And don't forget, you can watch the WBA Super Welterweight title between Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas live this Sunday, August 22 at 11 a.m. pay-per-view on Signal and for free on TV5. Now, before we go, we'd like to greet Signal TV and TV5 CEO and President Mr. Robert P. Galang and Signal FVP for channels and content, Ms. Sienna G. Olaso, a happy birthday.
With that, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Billy Capistrano.
And don't forget to catch us weeknights here on One News, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. My name is Boom Gonzalez, and this has been The Game.